Hello, I'm Allie Dornish.
I'm Maddie.
My name is Carolyn.
I'm Nina.
My name is Dominique.
I'm Natalie.
Hi, my name is Corbin.
My name is Rachel.
My name is Audrey.
My name is Morgan.
So my name is Julia.
I'm Anna.
My name's Kathy.
I'm Paul.
My name is Maddie.
I'm Asia.
I'm Katie.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Bahia Hartshorn.
I'm Penny.
I'm Carrie.
My name is Alyssa.
My name is Sarah.
Hi, my name is Audrey.
My name is Georgia.
I'm Tamari.
My name's Jillian.
My name is Bella.
My name's Alyssa.
And I am Megan.
And we want you back before the 2013 concert. Yeah. Okay? Because we're amazing.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
South St. Paul, Minnesota.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Lincoln, Minnesota.
Shoreview. Columbia Heights, Minnesota.
Minnetonka, Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Minneapolis.
Minnesota.
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 I first heard about One Direction in 2010, and how I heard about them is that my cousin's girlfriend was living in London at the time, and she called me and she was like, "Doesn't this kid, Niall, have the same last name as your mom?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I was like, "Oh my goodness, I need to like tune into him." And then they were put together as a group on July 23rd, 2010 at 8:22. And so like I've been like so dedicated ever since then.
I heard about One Direction like 7 or 8 months ago, so I'm not like, I wasn't there from the first day, but I've done my research. I mean, I'm a hardcore Directioner.
I heard about One Direction about, I think 4 months ago. I heard What Makes You Beautiful on the radio. I'd known about them before that through Tumblr.
Like, I don't honestly know where to begin with this band because they have changed my life drastically. But in the last like few months especially, it's gotten really bad, and like days that I would usually spend like hanging out with people and actually having a social life, I actually just sit inside all day and stalk the boys on Twitter and see what they're doing. And like it's gotten so bad, but I honestly don't care. Yeah, basically what she said, but I like knew about them last year. They were all over my Tumblr and stuff, and then I finally decided to listen to them, and I was like, wow, they're good. And then the next 2 days after I heard them was spent on YouTube watching all of their X Factor videos, performances, all of their interviews.
I heard about 1D about a year ago one night when I was looking on YouTube and I found one of their video diaries from X Factor, and ever since then I've been a Directioner.
I found out about One Direction my sophomore year during winter break. I was laying up in bed sleeping in one morning, and I pulled up my laptop and I was on Tumblr and I was going through my dashboard, and I kept coming across these 2 really hot guys. Like, just kept seeing them, and like these other people too, and I was just like, okay, well there's always hot guys on Tumblr, but these were exceptionally hot, which I find out now is Liam and Harry. And I was just like, okay, who are these people and why do I keep seeing them? So I looked up and they were in a band called One Direction. So I just went onto YouTube and I was like, oh, One Direction. And What Makes You Beautiful came on. And I got to Liam's part and I just kind of went completely silent. And then by the end of the video, I had to like make sure I was breathing. I wasn't breathing for a bit. So I had to go, oh my god, and I picked up my phone and I called 2 of my closest friends and I was just like, do you know about One Direction? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay, look it up right now. I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
I heard about One Direction last fall. I was watching one of my friend's stop motion videos, and it was What Makes You Beautiful. So I was like, ooh, this is my jam. And I looked it up on YouTube and I was like, oh, this is a great song. And it didn't really go anywhere from there. And then as we heard it, and I saw a picture of Harry, and I was like, oh, that guy's cute. And then I like looked up more pictures of him, and I found out who he was, and I found out who the rest of them were, and I was like, these guys are awesome. And then I watched like a million YouTube videos, and that's when it all began.
So I went to
Chicago in February to see their first show in the United States with my friend Audrey. And so we went, and we were staying at the same hotel as them, like on the same floor. So we were like freaking out, even though they left like an hour after we got there. But it was still really fun. And then, so yeah, we got to meet them there for the first time, and I died.
For Christmas, my sister got me a ticket to go with her and 2 other friends to the Chicago concert in February, which was their first ever US show when they were on tour with Big Time Rush. And oh, they did amazing. We were up in the balcony, and like Niall came over and like pointed to our section, and I kind of freaked out.
I've met Harry, Niall, Liam, and Paul twice, and Louie and Zane 3 times. Well, I almost got to go to the concert when they were touring with Big Time Rush, but I couldn't go. But then they had a signing here, and I got to go to that, and it was the best day of my life. Like, I really wish I could relive it because I couldn't even talk to them, and like I try not to have any regrets about that day, but kind of do. Then I just went to their concert in Chicago on June 2nd, and it was the best night of my life, and I didn't want it to end.
I met you guys on March 25th. Yeah, I was there. I gave Harry a pussy hat, and he liked it. Harry liked it.
We found out that One Direction was coming to Mall of America for a signing, and my friend Alyssa and I went to Mall of America with her mom so her mom could get my other friend a wristband as well. And we camped out for 26 hours. I think we were like 6th and 7th in line. And we bought the Up All Night Yearbook Edition so we could get wristbands. And then 2 weeks later, we came and camped out another 8 hours. And that was the day that we got to meet One Direction. And before, we had good seats at the concert, but it was like not as intimate. So once we like passed them in line for the signing, and we were like this far away, and we actually got to meet them and talk to them and give them our little gifts and everything, it was probably the best day of my life.
I'd say I waited in line to get the wristband to meet them about 5 hours, and then I spent, on the actual day of the signing, the 25th of March, I waited outside for 7 hours in the freezing cold in Minnesota. It was like 48 degrees with wind chill, which I don't know what that was, outside at 2 a.m. to 5 or so, and then the remaining hours in a cramped rotunda at the Mall of America with a bunch of cranky girls who just wanted to see their boyfriends. It was amazing.
I met One Direction in March of 2012, and it was the best day of my entire life. It was so great. It was amazing. The boys were so down to earth and relaxed, and it was great.
And I didn't go because I had to go to school.
I haven't like met them or anything, but I really want to, like, so bad, and I need to meet them.
Yes.
You
see that right? That orange thing right?
Those are our tickets.
Right there. Those
Don't
are
touch them.
Tickets.
You'll die.
I'm gonna steal them so I can go into it. Oh wait, no, you're sneaking me in, right?
As of right now, I do plan to go to the 2013 concert when they come here.
I am planning to go on the show in Minneapolis, in Minnesota on July 18th, but I'm not sure yet.
Am I going to the show in 2013? No. As of yet, I do not have tickets to the show because my mom says that buying them now would be too far in advance.
I am going to the show in 2013 with one of my friends, and we're sitting in section 104.
I won't be able to go, but I really want to.
I am going to the Minnesota show in 2013, and I am really excited going with those 2 best friends again, and it's going to be amazing. I think we're on lower deck. I don't know.
Of course I'm going to the 2013 show. I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world.
Yes, I'm going to 2013 concert.
They have shown me that I can, even if I come from like a small town and stuff, I can go big, I can achieve my dreams, and if I try really hard. And even if I don't win the race, I still won.
The boys have just made me smile all the time, no matter what my mood is. I just listen to their music and I'll smile.
I don't think the boys even understand how many friends we make because of them.
I gained a lot of friends from being a One Direction fan, not only from people in my area, but I have friends in Sweden, I have friends in England, I have friends from all around the United States, I have friends in Australia, I have friends in South America, and it's been awesome being able to share that with people that I normally wouldn't be able to talk to.
One Direction has helped me be a better person and also think about myself a little bit different. They've really boosted my confidence more than people that I see every day.
Basically, I started cutting earlier in the year, and this was like before I knew about them. And so I was going through like a super tough time, and then Audrey told me to look them up, and I looked them up, and I don't know, it just like made me so happy, I guess. And so like I'd always like get the urge to do it again, then I'd be like, nope, gonna watch One Direction videos, and so then it put me in a better mood.
They have been a gateway drug to everything. They've exposed me to the world of beautiful English and Irish music. I could go on forever about the beautiful people from the United Kingdom. Thank you, One Direction, because now I am obsessed with Ed Sheeran, and I got him to sign my copy of Plus a couple weeks ago when he came here for a radio thing. And I am now utterly obsessed with Cher Lloyd and Ellie Goulding and all these people that you've introduced to me, Ollie Murs.
They have saved my life. I know they've saved my life and a bunch of other girls too. And depression is a really, really big thing, and around this generation and this generation only, like I don't understand why it's hitting us like brick walls, but I would self-harm, and I wouldn't eat for a while, and then I heard about One Direction, and they've boosted my confidence. Their music has totally helped me, and helped me with depression and issues with family and friends and drama and stuff, so I just really like to thank them.
Sounds bad. They have completely gotten me, lost my social life, lost some of my friends, but for the better, because my friends at school, I have met the most amazing people I could ever ask for. And it sounds totally sketchy, but I met some people from the internet and from flash mobs and from Tumblr and Twitter especially. I met some people, Minnesota Directioners, who I'm actually friends with in real life now. I've hung out with them before, and they're some of the best friends I could ever ask for.
You guys have literally ruined my social life. Are you proud of that? Are you proud of that?
The power of teamwork is insane, and if we all, because this group that we're doing to get the boys to come to Minnesota, we don't know each other. This group, we just brought a whole bunch of Minnesota Directioners together, and we're already bonding together, and we don't even know each other.
It's such a big opportunity. There were so many girls at the Mall of America.
It's people don't realize that we live here, and that there are a lot of girls up here that are fans of One Direction. And I have seen pictures from the Mall of America, and that place was freaking packed.
I think Minnesota has to offer so much if the boys did their promotion here, because there's so many people here and they've heard of 1D. They don't really know much about them. And coming here would would like triple the fan base.
Well, obviously, when they came to Minneapolis, Mall of America was completely packed with Directioners and people just like surrounding the rotunda and trying to get even a glimpse of them. And like, obviously, we're all really cute. I mean, look at us. We also have a lot of lakes.
This right behind me is called Toyne Creek, and over to the left we have One Direction Lake. We sent a letter to the city council insisting that they change it to name it One Direction Lake. Minnesota Nice is a very real thing. It is 100% real. When we say Minnesota Nice, like Minnesota Directioners are the nicest Directioners you will ever find.
We will do anything for you guys to come back here, like literally anything.
Our fan base in Minnesota is really big, and I think we could get a radio station, KWB, to help like promote them.
Like there were thousands of girls at the signing in March. Did you not notice that? Like we rounded up all the pussycats. No, we rounded up like all of the girls in the Midwest and we like shoved them into this mall just so we could get a glimpse of you boys. Like that's crazy. That is actually crazy.
Us Minnesota Directioners have an amazing mall. It has all the stores you could ever think of in it. We also have Valley Fair. Oh, and you can't forget the amazing giant fan base we have here.
And we're not just like farmers.
When people think of the US, they think of like California and New York, and I don't blame them. I would love to go there. I've never been there personally. But the Midwest has a lot to offer. It's a different part of the US. It's not a lot of people think about it when they come here or think about the US. It's just a whole different experience if you come here. Like I know you guys came to kind of the cities when you came to Mall of America, but you didn't get to really stay here that long and you didn't get to see what Minneapolis has to offer. It's a really, really, really pretty place. And if you guys came here in the winter, it is snowy, like everyone says, but it's really beautiful, and I think it would be good for you guys to see a different part of the US.
I've said it like a million times, but the amount of Directioners here, like you'd be so surprised.
We just need them back in Minnesota.
Just come to Minnesota, come anywhere in Minnesota. I don't really care where you go to. I don't care if you go to Rochester. Just come to Minnesota.
You, One Direction, please come back to Minnesota, or like seriously, I would jump off a cliff and drink bleach while doing it.
I own a Facebook group for Minnesota Directioners and Midwest Directioners to get together and talk. And I personally know and have met people through like a meetup that we've done, and I talk to them on Twitter and Tumblr as I do with all of my other friends from all around the world. But I paid extra close attention to the Midwest Directioners that didn't get to meet you guys when you came to the signing. They can't afford or aren't able to go to the 2013 show, and they haven't had any experiences with you guys. And I know personally, the experiences I've had with you guys, they were the best days of my life, and they were the best days of my friends' lives, and everyone who did get to go to those things. And I feel like everyone deserves to meet their idol.
Boys need to come back to Minnesota. We love you guys so much.
Come here because we love you.
Because we've helped out so much in the Directioner community, and I think this would be a really good reward for that.
We need you guys back here before 2013 because we desperately cannot wait that long.
I have to wait, just like a bunch of other people do, I have to wait 368 days to see them again. And I don't know about you, but that's a long time to wait to see someone, 5 people you are absolutely in love with.
Bring Wendy back to Minnesota.
Bring One Direction to work to Minnesota.
I haven't had any experiences with them, and I will have one in 2013, but at the show. But you know, I think we all want to spend more time with the boys, or they just need to come. Please come.
It would be really awesome if we got them before next year, because it's like, who wants to wait a year?
We probably sound like psychos right now, but this is the life of a Directioner.
Yep.
And what did you say? Sorry, I was like 5 years old.
Wanna stay up all night and jump around until we see the sun.
Shh! Don't look! She doesn't know that I'm filming her.
Louie needs a phone! Louie! I have your phone!
Bring 1D back to Minnesota, because we need you. We love you. You're everything. That was too creepy, right? I'm sorry. Mwah.
Please don't mind my face, but come to Minnesota. Oh my God.